Hey, what's going on, everybody? Invisible Boilon here. I'm actually not feeling super well this weekend, so I'm probably going to be recording some videos with me off screen. So if you don't see me, that's kind of why. Maybe I don't sound like it, but I just don't feel super great, don't look super great, and I don't want to show myself right now. But today is Saturday afternoon, and I wanted to talk a little bit about some of these I don't normally do this. I don't normally go over offers and things like this, but there is a few things that I want to talk about that have changed, that I've noticed that have changed a little bit lately, but also related to the festival, the Festival of Frost presents that are up right now. I've noticed that now they started giving away this 125 shards offer. But it also includes teal gear, 25 of G16 minis, which isn't a lot, or is it? Yeah, that's 16, and some 16 armory ore fragments for $100 Canadian. I think that's about, I want to say 65 US, maybe 70 US maximum. And probably 65 or 60 even. And it's interesting because before, like, the initial offers that they give you typically are like, for this character, because Nemesis is 45 shards, either at like a 50 shard offer or a 100 shard kind of offer. Now this one here has the orbs as well, which is interesting. But yeah, they offer way more, especially after the fact, than before. This Young Avengers team offer also was pretty interesting because this is pretty cheap, I guess, $21 or 15 US probably. But all the characters, of course, are farmable at this point now. But I do want to talk about the presents. So previously, you were only able to buy offers that would give you snowballs for the month-long currency of the month-long event of December. But now they've more recently opened up to this obscene, crazy offer here of the Festival of Frost Presents Pack. 1 million presents for 140 Canadian or 100 US dollars. This is nuts, but we need to talk about what maybe there might be in terms of value and what this gets you. And again, because I don't really spend money, so I am absolutely not buying this, and nor am I really recommending it necessarily for people to buy this. There is a few different other variations of this, which is the 300,000 for 55 Canadian or 35 US. I'm going to go on a limb there. And then 10,000, which is just garbage for $1 US, which is probably not going to get you anything. Although, what's interesting, we need to talk about that. Maybe it will, depending on what you're looking to get on this first week. I don't think there's really anything else really to note in here because this is just kind of typical normal stuff. I didn't actually look through it, but there is the Wolverine costume there if you really want to buy that. Other than that, nothing. Also, PS, don't buy this Dark Beast thing. Like, I never mentioned it, but I hope nobody's buying this. I don't really like the value of these blue 4 ions either for cores, but particularly the 800 cores for 5 Dark Beast shards is absolutely horrific, so please don't do that either. And if you still haven't actually done your little thing, I still haven't done my Scopely account thing after all this time for 1,000 power cores. I don't know what I'm waiting for. I haven't done this. Maybe I just really am resistant to making a Scopely account. So let's talk about that 1 million, and also let's talk about that 10,000. So before we get into the actual present store, I want to talk about my milestones. I want to talk about where I'm at and where you can expect. So this is where I'm at currently right now. Now, as of the recording, we just had the launch of Coordinated Assault. Now, Coordinated Assault has a variety. Now, I don't know how quickly you're going to be able to get this done. But basically, week 1 is going to end at Tuesday at 1 p.m., which means that you have 3 days. You basically have 3 days, or 2 days, I guess. 2 days, because once that third day rolls over, it's going to reset, right? So you kind of have like less than 3 days. If you're trying to buy something from the present store that is, for what you have, if you've been keeping up to date. Now, I don't know how far you're going to be able to get. Normally it's about 20,000 points a day you should be getting if you want to get to the end, which is 140,000. Now, how many? So that's like less than 60,000. You might be able to accumulate some extra snowballs, but this is actually pretty important because there's a pretty big number here. And so if we jump back to the Festival of Frost, I'm at 402,000 presents. Now, if you want something on the top row shelf, namely Morgan Le Fay or Ikaris, then you're going to be really tight. So we get 4,300 snowballs a day, which means that you're going to be able to rely on 2 more of those. If you picked up, this is after I picked up today's, so Sunday and Monday, which will be 8,600. And if you notice the difference between this and that is about 8,100. So I will, after those 2 days, be able to collect my 37,000, which is going to get me to 439,000. Okay, so it's just shy. Now, am I going to be able to get from 144 to 155 in less than 3 days? That would be dependent on coordinated assault. So I would need to get about another 11,000. So that's 3,600, 54, 7,200, 9,000, 10,8, and then 12,600 here. So yeah, I could actually. You could get to that 450,000. So, and actually you could go a little bit further. You could get maybe another 6,000 on top of that. Why is that important? Why are these numbers important? Well, only if you really want to get Ikaris. So, if you're trying to get 50 shards for Ikaris from this week 1, yes, it is possible because we did get the free from yesterday, from the Free Friday claim, which gave us a little bit of an extra bulk of snowballs to go towards this, that you probably will be able to get enough presents to buy 50 shards of Ikaris if you so desire. Now, let's talk about the 600,000 for Morgan Le Fay. I really don't think this is going to be possible. However, if you buy that offer, and I'm just going to bring this up over here really quick because I have it on the web store as well. If you want to buy it on the web store, it's here, the 1,300,000 and the 10K for $100 US. So if you spend $100 US for 1 million presents on top of the presents that you're able to accumulate, which could be around, I don't know, whatever I said, 450,000 to 500,000 presents, something like that, you would have more than enough to buy Morgan Le Fay twice. So what does this mean? That you could unlock Morgan Le Fay if you don't have her. If somebody is watching this and you're a newer player and you don't have Morgan Le Fay and you want her now, then all you have to do is spend $100 US and you could unlock her. Because the $100 US on its own, the 1 million, obviously is not 1.2, which is what you need for Morgan Le Fay to get 100 shards. But, if you're impatient and you really want that, I would not recommend spending $100 just for the purposes of buying 100 shards of Ikaris, because I'm pretty sure that you can just get cheaper offers for Ikaris standalone these days, but maybe that's just me. I am not a master offer reviewer, so I'm assuming that you can, because Ikaris has been out for a long time. I've seen his offers every now and then. The rest of the stuff down here doesn't really matter that much. Honestly, I would just ignore most of this, because we have some better characters coming up in the future weeks, and even though Nemesis is an event campaign, I'm still going to prioritize saving for myself as an endgame player to get more shards for him. I really want to push maybe a 5-star or a 6-star for Nemesis, and if he does have a price related to something close to about 450k or even 500k, I would totally dump the presents required to get him there. All the rest of the stuff I think is absurd value. So 4 million presents for 500 dark promotion credits. They're basically saying, let's jump back to that. They're basically saying that I have to spend $560 Canadian or 400 US to get 500 dark promotion credits. Are they fucking nuts? I'm sorry, but that's ridiculous. And that's the equivalent of, at the bare minimum, 50 red star orbs, but likely you're going to get that quicker than that in the 10 times boost, of course. And anything else like this is just absolutely horrific. Gold promos, silver promos, all of this. An Elite 7 for 4.5 million. Honestly, I think I'd rather have the Elite 7 orb than the 500 dark promo credits, but that's just me. But even then, we're just talking an astounding amount of presents and gold, or in dollars, really, to get any of these things. They're basically saying that I would need to spend $400 for an Elite 6 orb, and we know damn well that you can get an offer for an Elite 6 orb for $50, maybe cheaper than that, right? I don't know, because I don't buy a lot. But these are just ridiculously overpriced objects. Don't buy anything else. Don't buy any of this. 3.75 million for 750k ions is a ripoff, because that's basically, once again, saying that it's about $560 to get one character to Blue 4. I'm almost 99.9% certain that you can get these for significantly cheaper in an actual offer format. So the currency conversion rate is awful. Is Morgan Le Fay worth $100? I can't answer that. Honestly, she's been around 4 times now, I think. So the likelihood is she'll be back around by January. It could be sooner, but I think we have Death coming up, and then probably War after that, and then maybe she might coming back around. So you're probably like a month maybe on Morgan Le Fay coming back around. But I just wanted to throw this out here. Let me know what your plans are with your presents. I know I did a video when this first started, but I wanted to do this as an update just to see what's going on with you all, and what your plans are now that you know a little bit more. So Ikaris is possible. If you're in this position where you don't have them unlocked, and that 50 presents would, the 50 shards would get them unlocked, I would actually deeply consider this, especially if you're farming Cersei, because not having the two together is actually pretty detrimental, I would say, to your account. So if you're able to unlock Ikaris, I would do that, and then just save for the rest for the following weeks, because Ikaris is very powerful. So if you're able to get there, if you're able to get to the 450k, whether you need to buy a small boost of like 10k presents to get you over the line, I definitely would get them unlocked. So that's just my quick Saturday update, everyone, and until next time, stay safe and healthy. I'll see y'all later, and hopefully my throat gets a little bit better. Boilon signing out.